The following may contain cusses, swears, fantasy violence, and puns. Get ready for the puns. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new season of the Diecast podcast Ascension. If you've seen our posts, we're jumping into Daggerheart. So I just wanted to say a couple of quick things before we get into our session 0. And the first is, hey, we're doing a session 0 for the first time. And if you've been to any of our panels across Canada this year, you'll know how important and how vital a session 0 is. So we're going to be doing this a lot by learn by playing. So if you want to learn how to play Daggerheart, if you want to see a bunch of talented D&D TTRPG players mess up a bunch of times, come on in. We're going to learn by playing. We're going to do our absolute best, and we're going to have a ton of fun and tell a great story. This is session 0. This is us just learning the characters, learning character creation, and laying the foundation of what the story is going to be. I think that's pretty much it. Welcome back, everybody. Also, the Canadian Podcast Awards are happening right now. We've been nominated for 5 awards, including the People's Choice Award. So if you want to help us out, you can go to canpodawards.ca/vote, and it'll bring you right up to vote for the People's Choice. Just choose the Diecast Podcast. And let them know that you've chosen us to be the best in Canada. We'd appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for voting. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for getting ready for the next season with us. And let's just jump right into it. It's going to be Daggerheart. It's going to be a brand new story, brand new world. We're using the homebrew kit from Darrington Press. So before we go, remember, you can find us on social media at the Diecast Podcast. That's Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram, TikTok. You can find us on our own website at thediecastpodcast.com and anything that plays a podcast app. That's it. We're so glad to be back, and let's just jump right into it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diecast Podcast season now 10. We'll say 10. Things have changed. We've gone through a couple of new directions, and we are now doing Daggerheart for the Diecast Podcast Ascension. And if you've been to any of our panels over the past couple of years, you'll know that one of our core tenants is now doing session 0. And if you have the Daggerheart Player's Handbook or core rulebook, you'll know that they also focus a lot on session 0. So we are going to start off this campaign by creating the characters, creating a bit of the world, as we jump into a new story. And joining us for this season, our tried and trusted true friend, fan of D&D and hockey, and just an all-around awesome, amazing dude. My best friend, Miles. Introduce yourself.
Well, that's very kind of you, John. Hi, everybody. Well, excited to be back and trying out a new system.
And you may have seen her on her Twitch stream, or you've seen her on panels or at conventions all around Canada, North America, or just Canada this year. Our lovely own Leslie.
Hi, everybody. Happy to be back. Excited to get into this.
And her twin sister from last year and brand new mom. And just also, are you doing the 48-hour film bust coming up? Or
I am. Yeah, I decided I really don't want to sleep ever again. So.
Perfect. Well, you've got the experience for it.
Yes.
Mackenzie is back.
Hi. I'm very excited to try this new game.
So we are in character creation. Everyone has pre-chosen their classes, but we have cards, we have maps, we have character sheets ready to go. So just as a fair warning, this is all new to all of us. We are absolutely going to make mistakes. So join us along on the adventure. Let us know if we've messed anything up, because we definitely will. But we're going to jump into just the very starts of classes. So let's go around the table. And Miles, what class are you starting off with?
I chose the Seraph class because I thought it best matched the sort of loose character concept I have for this campaign. Yes. That will not be how you describe this character. Almost certainly. Not that they are nefarious, just more that they are
Nefarious. Serapharious.
ooh, maybe sophic? No, is that the right word? Like the
We like Sapphic.
Sapphic
yeah.
is great.
Sorry. It is the wrong word. I mean Socratic.
Definitely the wrong word.
That's
That is the wrong word,
a
yeah.
different
Yeah.
consonant.
Different consonant.
I think it's pronounced Socrates. And for those that know, a seraph is kind of like a priest, cleric, divine type of character.
Yeah.
And we are coming up to Leslie, who is chosen something very unique.
Yes, I decided to be real sneaky this time. I'm going to play a rogue. If any of you were at Ottawa Comic Con, we did a sort of walkthrough of creating a character. So this is going to closely follow what we did in that panel.
Awesome. And Mackenzie, you have gone for something off the void.
I have
Tested
gone.
class.
Yeah, so I've decided to be a witch for
Which
this
witch?
first game.
She's a witch.
The hedge witch.
Ah, very cool. Very cool. All right. So before we get into ancestries, we're going to just if you have a name for your character, toss them out as we go.
Well, since this is how the sausage is made kind of podcast, I often base my characters or my character voices on people I like, and a lot of, and this one will be based on a British journalist and podcaster named John Ronson. Who he is from Liverpool. I will not be able to do a Liverpool accent.
I got so excited.
man.
I got
I'm
so
gonna be doing
excited.
something that's not like that.
I'm so excited.
It's like, damn, you've never done an accent. Well,
No,
you've done voices,
yeah,
but not necessarily.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to listen to season.
You're right.
The Steph seasons
Yeah.
and hear me do a real cartoon duck. Not really a duck, but it's a very cartoon character. It was a lot of fun to do that voice.
Yeah. Waywalk was great.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
miss doing that voice. And I still do it. Like, don't worry, everybody. I do that voice as often as I can off podcast. It lives on in that way.
Amazing.
So I think it's something that's a little bit inspired by John Ronson's name. So probably like Roseanne.
His name is Roseanne.
Ron Johnson.
Yeah, probably not exactly that. But
Roseanne Johnson.
Yeah, Roseanne Johnson.
What about Ronson? Just Ronson.
yeah, I guess let's go with Ronson.
Ronson's pretty good.
Ronson.
All right, put it down.
All right, Leslie, do you have a name for your
You all will know me as Granny Smith.
what an apple?
I'm obsessed with this. Are we a granny? Do we know?
Oh, we sure are.
Yes. Old lady rogue. I'm so excited.
100%.
Kate Welsh is celebrating you right now somewhere out in the Pacific Northwest. And Mackenzie, for your hedge witch.
So I was also considering being an old lady in the forest,
Mm.
but I'm not. I'm
Absolutely,
going to be.
you can if you want.
I'm going to because I'm not doing like a human heritage. So she's going to be a little longer lived, but she's going to be a little bit younger looking. I've called her because she's going to live in the woods. She's going to be kind of like swampy. She's going to live a little swampy. But she's going to be very sweet, a little naive, I think. Her name is going to be Meadow Sweet, which is a plant that grows in the swamp.
Oh, nice.
And it's used in things like aspirin and stuff. And she's going to be kind of like a hedge witch, and she does healing and stuff. And I figured that would just be thematic.
Very cool. Sweet.
Awesome.
All right. Well, since you've brought up ancestry, we can now bring out the cards. So Daggerheart has an awesome selection of little ancestry cards, and pretty much everything's on a card, which is real helpful for finding it in the game. So, Miles, for your Seraph, you have an idea of what ancestry, and you can be mixed ancestry if you want.
What does this get me?
Yeah, what are the options?
Yeah, what are the options?
So all the ancestries have two little special powers, and if you do a mixed, you pull one from each side. So we've got clanks, which are like robots.
Is this in place of race? Like, is that
Yes.
kind of okay? That's
That's the new word for it. So clanks, purposeful design and efficient. We've got Dracona, which are dragon people or dragonborn. Dwarfs, elves, fairy, faun, furbog, fungrill, which are mushroom creatures.
So you could be like a Clank
mushrooms.
Fungro.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
cool.
Galappa, which is a turtle people.
Mhm.
Giants, goblins, halflings, humans, Infernus, Katari, orcs, ribbits, which are frog people, and simias, which are monkey people. And in the void, they've got gnomes and essentially like the elemental versions of different like wind, water people, fire people, and then like kind of like the divine angelic people as well. So
And you can choose two.
if you want to do a mixed ancestry, you just choose one of the ability from any one of the abilities from the other two, and you mix it together.
Otherwise, you choose one and you get two abilities.
Yeah.
From it? Okay.
So you get one from each.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Of that list, I'm definitely interested in the fairy aspect, but I also
mushroom fairy,
mushroom
fairy,
mushroom fairy, mushroom fairy.
You can be a fun guy.
Well, that was a nice chant.
We're still twins.
We're still twins.
But I also as I'm always curious to see what the human option is.
All right.
So
I'll give you fairy and I'll give you human. Read them out. Read out them skills as you get them. You wanted to go with gnome.
I'm all gnome, baby.
I forgot to print up the void card, but
how dare you?
I do have it on my phone right now.
Okay.
So gnomes are small humanoids, most easily recognized by their dense, muscular, long arms and large facial features. You get nimble fingers.
Nimble.
When you make a finesse roll, you can spend 2 hope to re-roll your hope dice.
Okay.
And you get true sight. You have advantage to roll on rolls to see through illusions. And for those who...
Granny Smith can see through your shit.
I'm obsessed with her already.
She's very good at telling it
We've got the Sapphic Seraph. We've got Granny Smith.
And for those who've never heard of Daggerheart before, they used a duality dice system where it's 2d12. The d12s are now our favorite friend. You have to have 2 different colored dice. One will be a hope dice. One will be a fear dice. You roll them, you add the result together, and you add an attribute or an experience, whatever you like. And if you hit the number, you hit it. And if your hope dice is higher, you gain a hope. If the fear dice is higher, then the GM gains a fear. And you can use those for special abilities, and GMs can use it for abilities and powers and stuff like that. So that's very, very interesting to run it out.
Can you just list those abilities for me
Yes,
again,
yes,
just
yes.
so I can...
Nimble fingers.
Nimble fingers.
And true sight. And I will print out the card for you.
Nimble fingies.
So good for your sneaking.
Yeah.
And Mackenzie, what ancestries have drawn your attention?
So I went through a couple of them when I was doing some research on this. And I decided to go with the elf ancestry because I think it fits really well with this class. And I haven't actually played a full elf in my years of D&D, so I figured let's try it out for this.
All right, so read off what does an elf do?
So elves are typically tall humanoids with pointed ears and acutely attuned senses. Quick reactions mark a stress to gain advantage on a reaction roll. And celestial trance. During a rest, you can drop into a trance to choose an additional downtime move.
Ooh. Yes, so short rests and long rests are a bit different as opposed to like D&D where you can just regain everything. In a short rest, you have to roll for either your hit points or your stress. So you can do 2 things, and you have to roll for it. And during a long rest, you have to choose either a full regain of his stress or full regain of hit points or redo your armor. You actually have to make conscious decisions when you take a long rest and what you do.
A lot of resource management.
Yeah. Oh yes. Miles.
But so if you go into a trance as an elf, you get to do a 3rd thing on a short rest kind of thing? Oh, okay.
Super efficient metabolisms.
Mm-hmm.
I used to.
So the fairy ancestry, they are winged humanoid creatures with insectile features. Their first ability is Luckbender. Once per session, after you or a willing ally within close range makes an attack roll, you can spend 3 hope to reroll the duality die.
Ooh.
Or the dice in that case. And then the other one is wings. You can fly. While flying, you can mark a stress after an adversary makes an attack against you to gain +2 to your evasion against that attack. Pretty fun. The more boring, but also it seems very good. Human. I like this description of humans. Humans are most easily recognized by their dexterous hands, round ears, and bodies built for endurance.
Humans, they can take a lot of shit.
You can fit a lot of shit in one of these. They have high stamina. They gain an additional stress.
They go for miles.
And adaptability. When you fail a roll that utilize one of your experiences, rather, you can mark a stress to reroll.
This takes a
Fully
lick and
adaptable.
keeps on taking. Fully adaptable, customizable. You can fit a lot of shit in this baby. Let me tell you.
It's all I got 34 years on. You got good
Wings.
mileage.
You want wings? Forget about wings.
Look, you want wings
You don't
down the
need
road?
them.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
I missed you guys so much.
We missed you too. And we
So,
missed you, dear listener.
bug person?
I'm probably leaning to pure bug.
I do like the idea, though, of like a fairy that was born half human and therefore didn't have wings and had to turn to religion.
Oh, that's fun.
And then I found God.
And then
I just want to throw this out before you close off all the doors. Mushrooms are real cool.
Mushroom bug.
No, let's go fairy.
All right, I'll take your human card. All right, let's.
I can fly.
We're all so fantastic.
So all the classes have a subclass. I'm going to hand you your seraph. You can choose and hand that to Leslie for her rogue stuff.
Of course.
And Mackenzie already has her on one of those sheets I gave you. One of the pages I gave you has your which subclasses on. I know you said hedge, but we're going to read it out so people can choose and decide what they
They
wish.
thought you made a mistake. The two seraph subclasses, they are Divine Wielder and Winged Sentinel. They both have the spell casting trait of strength, so that makes sense. This first one does seem a little redundant for my the Winged Sentinel is you can fly. While flying, you can do the following. I'm not taking that because I can already fly.
But does it let you do abilities while you
got wings?
Like gives you
So,
extra?
you can fly. While flying, you can do the following: mark a stress to pick up or carry another willing creature approximately your size or smaller, or spend a hope to deal an extra D8 damage on a successful attack.
Ooh.
Then there's Divine Wielder. They have a spirit weapon. When you have a equipped weapon with a range of melee or very close, it can fly from your hand to attack the adversary within close range and then return to you. You can mark stress to target an additional adversary within range on the same attack roll. A second ability, which is once per long rest, it's called Sparing Touch. Touch a creature and clear 2 hit points or 2 stress from them.
Which is also because
Oh,
there's
your little fighter heart.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because the witch has an ability, but that's only for when people drink things. So people who drink potions can. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take the Divine.
Perfect.
My options are Nightwalker for Rogue. So
Nightwalker.
Nightwalker. So that comes with Shadow Stepper. You can move from shadow to shadow. When you move into an area of darkness or shadow cast by another creature or object, you can mark a stress to disappear from where you are and reappear inside another shadow within far range.
Ooh.
When you reappear, you are cloaked. So I've just noticed a bit of descriptor like that said melee or very close, and now this says far range. So is there more?
So there is a little chart. So melee is melee, and then I believe close is up to 1 square. Very close is 2 squares. Far is up to 5, and very far is I think 12 squares, and anything beyond that is out of range. I've got a little chart
Interesting.
for.
Okay. And then the other one, which is the one I'm definitely going to go with, is Syndicate. I am well connected. When you arrive in a prominent town or environment, you know somebody who calls this place home. Give them a name, note how you think they could be useful, and choose one fact from the following list. They owe me a favor, but they'll be hard to find. Or they're going to ask for something in exchange. They're always in a great deal of trouble. Or we used to be together. It's a long story. Or we didn't part on great terms. And because Granny Smith is a gnome, she's very old. She knows so many people.
Godfather.
She does know a guy who can get you wings.
She does know a guy who can fit a lot into this baby.
Granny Smith, it'll give you wings.
Granny.
So yeah, I'm going with Syndicate for sure.
Perfect.
Although a grandmother that stalks through shadows does sound a little nightmarish.
Did you take your vitamins yet?
Are you sleeping? How about now?
I will watch you from the shadows until you sleep.
Why aren't you
Granny
sleeping
Smith
yet?
is always watching.
Oh my god!
All right,
have
kids,
nightmares
gonna go to
tonight.
Granny says,
No, thank
Parents use it as
you.
a threat. They're like, eat your vegetables or you're going to Granny Smith's house.
All right, Mackenzie, read us off the Hedge Witch. If you want to read off the other one, that's all right as well. But the Hedge Witch is super fun.
Sure, I'll read them both out just for fun. So the Hedge Witch, the spellcast trait is Knowledge. The foundation features are herbal remedies. So when you or an ally clear one or more hit points or stress as the result of using a consumable, increase the number cleared by 1.
Which is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have Tethered Talisman. So once per rest, you can imbue a small item with your protective essence. When the person holding the talisman takes damage, you can expend its magic to reduce the number of hit points they mark by 1. You can't create a new talisman until the old one has been used. In the specialization features, I can walk between worlds, make a spellcast roll to step beyond the veil of death and converse with any nearby spirits. Place a number of tokens equal to your spellcast trait on this card and remove 1 each time a spirit answers a question.
So we just need the foundation.
Just the
stuff.
foundation feature?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's as you got to like level 5, I think is where you get into specialization.
Okay,
and
with
mastery stuff.
the mastery. Okay, so that was Hedge. So for Moon, the spellcast trait on here says Instinct. The foundation features for that are Knight's Glamour. Mark a stress to glamour yourself in a magical facade that lasts until you mark a hit point, make an attack, or take a rest. While glamoured, you can disguise yourself to look like any creature of your approximate size that you've seen and enhance your own appearance. You gain advantage on presence rolls that leverage this change. So I decided to go with the Hedge Witch because I felt like there was a little more use for healing for that.
Amazing. All right. So now we're going to jump into attributes. If you check out your character sheets, I believe it's on the second one, they give you a recommended of what attributes, which numbers you should put in your attributes. I believe you get a +2, +1, a +0, and a -1. All the character creations I've done so far have been very good at their suggestions. I highly recommend you follow, unless you have like an RP thing that you really want to stick it out with. That should be super simple, super easy.
Yeah, I went with the recommended.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might just hard to say.
If you have any flair or sense, yeah, go for it.
I don't think I've ever played a strong character.
Physically strong, not mentally
Physically strong, yeah.
Well, in 5th edition D&D, dexterity is such a master stat that it is really it almost has to be a reason you want strength.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
there's also just sometimes nice advantages of being a D&D character. Like I knock
gonna
down the door.
Burst through this wall
Mhm.
right now.
Yeah. I carry my teammates who are weak through this.
I will say I've done a couple of combats in my practice games, and initiative-less combat is so nice. Oh my goodness. Takes all the stress off of running a combat.
Oh my god, my character's name is too long. I gave her a last name as well. It's
Nice.
just Philipendula. It's the Latin version, or the Latinized Meadowsweet. I was lazy.
All right. Does everyone have their attributes in?
Mhm.
Now we get to one of the things I enjoy the most. You're going to create 2 experiences. Now, an experience is just a random skill you can put together. You spend a hope and you can add a +2 to the roll. And these can be anything. It can be a profession. It can be a phrase. It can be an ideal. You kind of want to find that sweet spot between not too vague and not too specific, unless it's like a profession. And then it's whatever you want. It's essentially like D&D creating a feat all on your own, just to give you a +2 to the roll. And also, as for everyone listening, that you can stack bonuses from different sources, but the same thing can't stack on top of itself. So experiences have been clutch so far.
You give me a couple of examples.
So Madeline was here last night rolling up her guest spot character, and she's done a lightning sorcerer, and I believe her phrase for her experience was absolutely electric. So anything situation wise that would be absolutely electric, she could spend a hope and gain a +2. Niles did, I think he did coffee aficionado. So anything coffee related just gets a +2 to the roll. And then I believe he also took, was it fisherman? He took a trade skill as well.
Interesting.
Is there like a list of trade skills? Or
It's whatever you want it to be. There's no limits on it. Just
gotcha.
And if it's
too many choices,
you do get choice paralysis, but you just have to make sure that if it's not a trade skill, find somewhere in between of not too vague and not too specific, so it just kind of like covers like a broad area. So let's go with actually, because Leslie has the most experience with, because I believe we took.
What did we end up? That's what I was trying to
remember.
Gambling
was one of them.
Oh yeah, gambling. That's right.
Because we made the joke that every time you go for a walking, he's like, "Oh yeah,
I go for a little secret walk.
I've run some walking debt."
Some walking debt. Yeah, I think it was gambling. So anything that I would put a bet on, I get like a +2 too. If I, yeah.
Do you have anything else for your second experience?
Well, the only thing that's coming to mind is like if she can, but this feels maybe a little too broad, and maybe you can help me narrow it down. But like if she's like, oh, this reminds me of, like, if there's something that would stir up within her memory, like, and then she get a +2, like on a history almost sort of situation of like, if she's trying to,
I think it's
but
either,
I'm worried that would give her like too much to be able to use it with. So
it feels like the phrase is either going to be like, I remember a time, or like, I know a guy, like type of like.
Well, I already have the I know a guy thing.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like maybe could we say that like, if there's some sort of major historical event that's happened in the area wherever we go, she's somehow lived through it, or like, do you know what I mean? Like something like that. I don't know.
So maybe put the phrase in this reminds the time when I ...
Yeah.
And maybe like bracket history.
Yeah. I think we have to sort of limit it to like historical events or something like that. Like if it's, within the world.
Oh, what's the scholar phrase for historian? No, historian would be too broad. Sneaky gnome rogue who's lived. Oh, how about I've been there.
I've been there.
I like it. Mm-hmm. Mackenzie, you get your thinking face on.
Oh, I'm thinking. Yeah, nothing special going on there. That's
just regular
old thinking thoughts.
Did I leave the stove on?
No, I'm trying to figure out, like, because she lives in the woods. She's druidy. She has a little animal pal, and she can talk to animals, and
so maybe something like animal companionship or animal
like makes friend with all animals.
Yeah, friend to nature.
Friend to nature. Yeah, I like that.
Your experience is
yeah.
Squeakers.
Anything comes. The entire forest shows up. Okay. So what would I guess friend to nature,
or friend to nature, or if you want to be more comedic, maybe like come here boy, or
come here boy. Okay. Or pss, pss, pss.
Yeah, or pss,
I kind of like pss, pss, pss. I just write pss, pss, pss.
It'll be amusing where the general stuff like just kind of fits, like, oh, this is a situation.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a sec. Okay, so you could do 2 of them?
Yeah, 2 of them, two experiences.
Okay, so all animals will come to my so I've imagined her as being alone in the woods for a long time, like having, I don't know, maybe having been cursed and like left there alone, and is a little socially awkward, but really good with the animals. Really awkward with people. So really wants to be friends with people.
So you can't. So the 2 things that come to mind are either like magical curses or socially awkward.
Oh.
So like if you're in like a situation like you're being socially awkward, you can use that to your advantage and be like, oh, I'm just like, if you're trying to like get by a city guard, but because you're so socially awkward about it, you being so awkward gives you a bonus to try and like
as a deception.
Oh, I like that
kind of thing.
I like that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Socially awkward.
Can I change mine to if I remember correctly?
Perfect.
And that way, if I roll badly, I can kind of make it. If I remember correctly.
It's even better.
Yeah. Okay.
I wrote socially awkward. I really thought I wrote something else.
So one trait for the character is definitely like an unnerving curiosity, but I'm not really sure how that is a skill. The other sort of thought I have is like surprising confident. Like people tell me things that they are surprised they told me.
Ooh, I like that.
All right.
That surprising confidence sounds perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. You have a trusting face.
Oh, trusting face would be an even better one. I think would be a.
Yeah. I mean, I could word it differently. Like,
yeah. To me, trusting face feels it covers more bases than.
You have kind eyes.
I have 7 of them. Which one is the kind
the
one?
Bug eyes.
Which one is the mean
Fairy
one?
with 7 bug eyes.
The biblically correct angel comes down.
Yeah.
Please look like a biblically correct angel.
And then in a more practical one, I guess like probably grew up in some sort of like monastery monk-like environment. So like the trappings of humble living, but you know, a diverse like you have to clean all these things and you have to do the field. So like I don't know, monastery.
I'd almost say religious routine or
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
steadfastness almost.
Yeah.
Like
Steadfastness is good too. Although that may be too
yeah,
broad.
Yeah.
With a religious routine. I like that.
All right, we've got our experiences. Now we're going to jump to our communities. These are kind of like background, the D&D equivalent of backgrounds. They give you a little extra abilities, a little extra fun, a little bit extra flavor to your character. I think for Miles, for your Seraph, there is something called Orderborn. Being part of an Orderborn community means you're from a collective that focuses on discipline or faith, and you uphold a set of principles that reflect your experiences there.
It's pretty good.
If you want to change it, we do have Highborn, which is like your high society, highfalutin.
No, that's not it.
There's Loreborn, where you're a smarty smart. You live in libraries and read books all the time.
Yeah.
Ridgeborn, you're from the mountains. You're a mountain folk. Seaborn, obviously, you are from the desert. Have never seen the ocean before in your life.
Water, never heard of her.
There's Slyborn, which is like you're kind of like the under criminal mafia. You're the underground type of born. Which is funny because there's also Underborn, where you've come from caves and like the underworld and stuff like that.
Cave granny.
There's Wanderborn, where you're kind of a nomad, and there's Wildborn, where you come from forests, swamps, everything like that. I think we have. There we go. Mackenzie's raised her arm.
Wildborn over here.
Lots of choices for Granny.
Creature of the woods.
I'm like, I mean,
Slyborn makes
I
so
do
much
love
sense.
the idea of Slyborn, but I'm just a little
Let me read it for you.
mafia granny.
Being part of a Slyborn community means you come from a group that operates outside of the law, including all manners of criminals, grifters, and con artists. Scoundrel, you have an advantage on rolls to negotiate with criminals, detect lies, or find a safe place to hide.
I mean, yeah, that's
perfect.
absolutely.
Hey.
Thank you.
Boss granny.
Call me Granny Smith.
They call me the Granny. Take a bite out of crime.
Really crisp crime.
Sometimes you find out this Smith has a worm in it. I drink tequila a lot.
You might find this apple a little tart.
You know the stories of the fairy tales of the princess who ate the poison apple? I'm the apple. What does an Orderborn give us, Miles? Because I believe it is something very cool.
Dedicated. Record 3 sayings or values your upbringing instilled in you. Once per rest, when you describe how you're embodying one of these principles through your current actions, you can roll a d20 as your hope die.
Instead of a D12, which is huge.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Even swingier.
I love that. Granny's like, I have a prude, a hermit, and a criminal.
Prude, a hermit, and a criminal walk into a bar. Well, not the criminal. She's too short.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see. I don't think Prude will be more unnervingly curious.
Got kicked out of the monastery for asking too many questions.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, like I think they'd be like, "May I watch what's happening?"
Is it like how like the Forio? It's like, oh, we're doing this. Why? Because we need to do it. Why?
Why? What's that do? What's that do?
This cleans the walls. Why? Well, because the walls are dirty. Why are the walls dirty? Look, you're asking too many questions, kid. All right. We have our communities, we have our stats, we have our experiences. Now we get on to the questions, our core questions and our group questions, which is also one of my favorite things.
What about the Midnight and Grace?
We're going to get to that.
That comes after.
The
Okay.
domains after the questions.
My bad.
Yes. I'll do that with gear and stuff because gear is surprisingly very easy.
Gotcha.
All right. So on your second pages, I believe there's 3 questions. One is for the group and one is for yourself. We're going to start with the core self questions. Has everyone found those yet? Who wishes to start? Let's start off with Mackenzie. What's your first core question?
So how did you first discover your affinity for magical witchcraft?
How did she discover, or how did they discover their affinity?
I imagine she's a hereditary witch. I imagine she comes from a long line of healing witches. So I wrote hereditary witchcraft.
Perfect. All right, who wants to take the next one?
These are background questions, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What did you get caught doing that got you exiled from your home community? I cheated in a pie baking contest.
I killed the competition.
Yeah. You don't know. I just said I cheated. Well, they said I cheated.
I used all the natural ingredients that were available to me.
My question is, which god do you devote yourself to? And then what incredible feat did they perform for you in a moment of desperation?
Ooh, gonna create some world lore on the spot, Miles.
Yeah, I love coming up with god names on the spot. Absolutely.
John Ronson.
John Ronson.
I will get back to you on the name of this deity.
Perfect, yeah.
But I think they. So here's a question: are fairy like hatched? Like, are they?
Ooh, they're whatever you
They
want
are
them to be.
insectile creatures. So I'm gonna go with yes, and that they saved me from my like larvae brood.
Nice.
By hatching.
Ooh.
Very cool. Mackenzie, what's your second question?
So my second question is, you once used your power to help someone in a dire situation. Who were they and why did they come to you? So my answer for this was, I am the only person so deep in the woods. A lost traveler stumbled upon my home. I guided them safely through the forest and gave them supplies to continue their journey.
Mm.
And I was very awkward about it the whole time. He was really cute.
Yeah, take these routes. That'll save you, right? Possibly.
Maybe. You know what? I'll just come with you.
You're not going to understand it.
Yeah, I can go this far.
All right. Granny Smith, what is your second background question?
You used to have a different life, but you've tried to leave it behind. Who from your past is still chasing you? I think she used to be the matriarch of a big gnome family. And, family business. And I think one of her children tried to off her.
Oh.
And she doesn't know which one.
Oh.
And believes that they may still be pursuing her for that in order to inherit the family business.
Very cool. I like it.
My question is, that's my third question. How did your appearance change after taking your oath? And I've written down, my eyes shift colors.
Ooh, fun.
Very cool. I like how this is fleshing out already.
So are they like buggy eyes? Have you just said they're going to be super buggy?
So the sort of depiction here, they are like, it is like a more humanoid face, so that I have a regular mouth, nose, and eyes, and then it looks like and some antennae,
And some
which is
antennae.
fun. So I imagine they are big, and so it might just be like the light. No, I think it's more than that. That the light is not just that the light is
Like they're
hitting
the
them in weird ways, and it's
refracting
like, yeah,
kind of.
it's more that they are also like changing.
Cool.
Cool.
as I speak.
Nice.
Very cool.
All right. Mackenzie, what is your third question?
My third question is, your magic once opened a door best left closed. Who or what was on the other side? So I haven't answered this question yet because I was thinking about it. And since I'm able to kind of go into a trance and speak to deities, I'm thinking it's going to have something to do with that. Or maybe not a deity, but some kind of creature. So I'm thinking it's going to have something to do with that, something to do with how I was cursed to live alone in the woods. I just haven't fleshed it out yet.
Perfect. I like it. Leslie, your final granny personal question.
Who from your past were you most sad to say goodbye to? I have 32 grandchildren, but I only have one great grandchild. And I miss him very much.
Oh. We'll come up with those names
Yes.
down the road.
32 grandchildren's names. I expect them by
They're
next
all
week.
Apple-based. Frantically searching Apple names.
Pink Lady.
Exactly.
Golden delicious.
Macintosh.
I feel bad for whoever gets crab.
This is crab.
That's crap. We don't talk
We
about
don't
crap.
talk about crab.
I'm a little bitter.
Fair. And my final question is, in what strange or unique way do you communicate with your god? And I'm imagining like I read a book and converse through the book, and that is one time where my eyes stay the same color.
Oh, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Religious focus. Or a religious routine.
I
if you
wanted
will.
it to be your antennas, like bunny ears.
Yeah,
Just like little.
twitching around.
You can't get a signal.
What's the Wi-Fi count? All right. So this is going to bring us to our next set of questions, connections, where you're going to ask questions of your group members of various different things. I'm going to reverse the order and start with Miles. What is your first connection question, and who are you going to ask it to?
My first connection question is, what promise did you make me agree to should you die on the battlefield?
And who are you going to ask that of?
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So you have to pick one of us to ask that.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
we answer it to give
very
you
interesting.
like builds these bonds.
Yeah.
I'll ask Kenzie.
I would ask you to take care of my animals in the woods. You're a fairy creature who might respect that wish.
Very cool.
Sorry, what's your character's name?
Meadowsweet.
Her name is Meadowsweet Philipendula. You can call her Meadowsweet.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna call you Phil.
I'm going to call you Phil. Yeah, it's okay. I won't argue with you. I still have to find her voice.
All right, Leslie, what is your first connection question?
I feel like this would also be a fun one for Mackenzie because you're a little naive, but it's what did I recently convince you to do that got us both in trouble?
Oh. Well, that is fun.
Come on, it'll be easy.
Just keep this door open for me.
You got me to use my little dread voice
Ooh.
to prank somebody. I can do like the
Like
it's
causes like a frightened.
yeah. I can make my voice appear in other people's heads.
They got us, used it to get us in somewhere.
Mhm.
And then we both got kicked out.
All right, ladies, you've had too much time to go.
I'm just getting started.
I'm so sorry about her.
I've got
we don't get out much.
Your hands off me. Do you know why? She's had too much apple juice. I'm sorry.
Okay, Grandma,
I've
let's
got
go.
3 daggers, one for each of you.
I'm
There's just one of me here.
gonna Macintosh your ass outside.
All right, Mackenzie, what is your first connections question?
Okay, so a little background here first. I'm part of the the Dread. It's the Dread thing, right? Dread and
think-
else. Hold on. So it's anyway. Some of my power comes from Dread. So the first question, with that in mind, is what about my magical practice makes you most ill at ease? And I'm going to ask Miles that.
So how do you practice your magic?
I I'm a very nice and awkward person, but my powers can be a little scary. So I hex people. I have to hex people to make them weaker. I use a dread voice to scare people from the woods.
So does it have like a foresty flavor?
It's very kind of foresty, kind of swampy. I live in a like a little shack in the woods near a swamp.
So a moist kind of magic.
A moist, swampy, dark kind of magic.
Maybe a little
from a very nice
smell.
person.
I'd be a little uncomfortable with the hexing of people. It just doesn't seem very nice.
It just doesn't seem very nice. Promise you, I'm doing it for a good reason.
All right. I'm going to jump to Leslie for the second question.
All right. This one's for Miles. What have I discovered about your past that I hold secret from the others?
Ooh. I don't know. That's a great question.
He wasn't born with wings.
Yeah. I got him the wings.
Ooh. That there is like I can say that there's like a legal matter out about me because of something that we did that I like don't want anyone to know that.
Perfect.
Awesome. Miles, your second question.
My second question is this one's a little tricky because I actually might change this one.
Okay.
Because the answer is, why do you ask me so many questions about my god? But I think my character would love to talk about that, and so that would not bother them, or they would be asked. So let's
absolutely change it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna tweak this question. You mind maybe pausing over, and I will tweak this slightly.
We are back. We've reworded some questions.
So I went from why did you ask me so many questions about my god to why won't you listen to why won't you listen to me talk about my god? That is a question to Granny Smith.
Granny Smith. Oh, I think it's this thing. You know what it is? It's every time you start talking, as she falls asleep. She can't, like, she literally can't help it. Like, it can be first thing in the morning. She's had an 8 hours long rest, and you just start talking, and she's like,
Would Granny have developed a sleep with eyes open technique?
Yes, exactly. She's got him tattooed on her eyelids, just open eyes.
All right, so we've done Miles' second. We've done everybody's second?
No.
Oh.
Not yet.
Mackenzie's second.
Okay. So there are 3 questions here. We're doing 3 of them? Okay. So the second question is, I once appeared to you in a dream and shared a vision of the future. What did I tell you, Granny?
Oh. A great question. I was sleeping because
she doesn't remember.
You told me something about the future?
Yes.
About my future or about the future?
This is the future.
However you interpret that. Horse racing.
It was a bet, right? Like bet on this horse.
bet on this snail.
Oh yeah.
I thought the generals were doomed.
You told me that I would have a 50-50 chance to save someone's life, but I don't know who.
Ooh.
But it would only be I could be the only one to make the choice, kind of thing. It was in my hands. And those were my odds.
Cool.
And you were wearing one of those visors that the dealers wear at the casino. Very strange. Instead of your hat.
I've never seen one of those before. What is this visor?
Miles, let's do your third connection question.
My third question is, you told me to protect one member of our party above all others, even yourself. Who are they and why? Let's go back to Meadowsweet.
To protect somebody
Other than yourself.
other than myself. Well, I would have to say yourself.
Using that witch magic to look into the future.
Mm-hmm. You know something.
Look, I know I'm supposed to be here.
I
I
know
just
something.
can't say why.
Yeah.
Not because I can't say why. I have trouble speaking in public situations.
I might know something. I don't know.
All right, Granny Smith, what's your third connection question?
And my third connection question is for Meadowsweet again. And I do want to prompt on this or work together because it says, who do you know from my past and how have they influenced your feelings about me? I think that I knew your grandmother in some format.
Mm-hmm.
And that's maybe part of the reason why we travel together kind of thing.
Yeah,
where,
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, like
because
Granny,
I'm how old is Granny Smith?
oh, fucking old.
Like really old. How long do
Really
gnomes live?
Well, gnomes are what, 300-400?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And you're an elf, so-
maybe, and I'm an elf,
yeah.
so maybe you would have known even my mother,
Yeah.
because we are also a long-lived people.
True.
We were friends in our early 200s together.
Yeah, literally. We used to party.
Yeah. My mom or my grand. Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you're not really a full
Someone.
person until you hit 250 anyways.
We might have been having our children young. So yeah, do my grandma.
Okay.
Perfect. All right, who's got...
Mm-hmm.
You've got one more.
My last question, trying to figure out who to ask this to, is why do you come to me for advice?
It's got to be you two because it's blind leading the blind.
Yeah,
here.
I think so.
You're looking for like social
Yeah.
situation advice, and so you're asking the hermit because I just seem like the bad influence.
Yeah. I think that's probably good.
Two socially awkward people asking each other.
Yeah, Miles. Yeah, why do you come to me for advice?
Uh,
I know lots about nature, but that's about it.
You just give them like garden tips
Gardening
every
tips.
time.
Actually, let's say that you are the first person I met on this plane.
Okay,
That's why.
Interesting.
I like that.
Swamp friends playing in the algae.
He just showed up in my swamp.
Yeah.
Just teleported into my swamp. Like, oh god.
Oh, hello.
Shrek and Donkey, that one right out.
Oh, it's wet. Oh god. Oh, my wings.
What is that smell? Is that bug poisonous? I don't know. All right. Do we have any third questions left?
Mm-mm.
All right. We're going to move on to domains and your powers. So everyone has a choice of 2 domains to choose from. You'll get 2 domain power cards to choose from. It can be both from the same one or one from separate ones. So I believe for Miles, for Seraph, you get Grace and something else. What should say on your sheet?
Oh, wait.
Under
where?
your thing.
Oh, Splendor and Valor?
Splendor and Valor. That's what it is. And for Granny Smith, you get...
Midnight and Gray.
Yes, you pass those down, please. And for... I'm going to say Meadow Willow.
Meadow
Meadowsweet.
Meadowsweet. You get your...
Now you know why I went with Phil.
I believe you have your set of powers on you already, and you get these ones, which I'm forgetting the symbol from, but I will learn down the road.
Thank you. Correct.
So you can choose 2 powers as a total. As you level up, you'll get more, and you can dip and doodle around your different domains.
So you just pick one of these 3.
2 or one of those 3, if you wish. You can put it all into the single domain,
Okay,
or you can
gotcha.
spread it out.
Gotcha.
All right, we've gone over all our powers, taken some time to think about it. Let's start with Mackenzie in the Void Witch test class. What Sage and Dread powers did you, or if any, from
Oh, I chose one of each,
Ooh.
of course. So for my sage class ability, I've chosen Nature's Tongue because I think that works really well with ps, 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 ps. You can speak the language of the natural world. When you want to speak to the plants and animals around you, make an instinct roll. On a success, they give you the information they know. On a roll with fear, their knowledge might be limited or come at a cost. Additionally, before you make a spellcast roll, while within a natural environment, you can spend a hope to gain a +2 bonus to the roll.
Excellent. Good
So
choice.
that one I've gone for the theme. And then the second one I've chosen is from the Dread class. And it is Voice of Dread. You can magically speak directly into the ears of a creature you can see. To torment them with your words, make a spellcast roll against them. On a success, they must mark a stress and become temporarily vulnerable.
Ooh, and vulnerability is, it's like kind of having reverse advantage. So when you roll your 2d12 to attack, if they're vulnerable, you roll a d6 and you add that 6 to your roll.
Cool.
Which is exceptionally good. Unfortunately, disadvantage is also kind of similar where you roll a d6 and take that away from your roll as well. Good choices. Leslie, what did you pick for Granny Smith?
I also chose one from each. So from my midnight, I chose the ability Pick and Pull. You have advantage on action rolls to pick non-magical locks, disarm non-magical traps, or steal items from a target, either through stealth or by force.
Ooh.
So advantage would mean I'd roll 2 hope die?
You'd roll 2d12 and roll a d6 and add that on top of it.
Ah, okay. Yeah. And then
if your experience is working to that, you could add a +2 as well.
Right. Interesting. So basically, anytime I want to pickpocket someone, I can be like, I bet you I can steal that thing. And then I get to add 2.
And you spend a hope to do it as well. So you gotta spend a resource.
Yes. From my grace category, this also just made sense. Deft Deceiver. Spend a hope to gain advantage on a roll to deceive or trick someone into believing a lie that you tell them.
You're like a sneaky bard almost.
I'm just a sneaky little, you don't know anything, you don't see anything.
I do not know anything, I do not see anything.
Yes. Good. Have a piece of pie.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
And to make it 3 of a kind, I also took one from each. In the Valor, I took Bare Bones. When you choose not to equip armor, you have a base armor score of 3 plus your strength, and use the following as your base damage thresholds. And at tier 1, that is 9/19.
And then you add your level on top of that as well.
That'll be 10 and 20.
Ooh.
And I'll figure out what the rest of that all means.
Don't worry, it's super
well, no,
simple.
Does it say at tier 1 it's 9 and 19? Because we are tier.
Yeah, because we're tier 1 at level 1 right now. Tier 2 is level 2.
So then they don't add anything, or they still get to add level?
You always add your level to your threshold and to your armor score.
Oh, okay.
And then I took a spell in the Splendor class, which is Mending Touch. You lay your hands upon a creature and channel healing magic to close their wounds. You can take a few minutes to focus on the target you're helping and spend 2 hope to clear a hit point or stress from them once per long rest. When you spend this healing time learning about something new about them or revealing something about yourself, you can clear 2 hit points or 2 stress instead.
It just adds into the oversharing.
Yeah.
Just heal the wound. Did I tell you about the time?
I'll just take the 1 hit point, please.
Just 1 hit point. Thank you. She falls asleep.
All right. I believe we have our domains, and we're going to do gear and armor real quick. It's super simple and super easy. One of the base functions for gear is you have something called proficiency. At level 1, you get 1 dot of it, should be on your main character sheet off to the right, just below your attributes. So essentially, that means how many damage dice you do for stuff. So things that have no numbers in front of them, so like if an ability does like a D8 or a D10 damage, that is your proficiency dice in damage. So when it goes up to 2 dots, you do 2d8. If it goes up to 3 dots, you do 3d8. But if you have a spell or an ability that has like a physical number, something that's like 3d10 damage, that does not get affected by proficiency at all. I, again, like their suggested attributes. The starting armor and gear is super good and super easy, and it's really practical. They've also done something really cool I like with that magical item. Magical weapons are just a common thing. So if you want to have a quarterstaff that kind of like fires like 200 yards away and does magical damage, it's kind of like the new cantrip is just your staff can shoot like little mini bolts of something.
Neat.
If you wish, you can literally do anything you want. So actually, speaking of witches and staves, what is your recommended starting gear, Mackenzie?
My recommended starting gear was the Gambeson armor. So we're going to do that. And then for weapons, it was the staff. Where'd you go? It was the dual staff. And then a small dagger as my secondary weapon.
Weapons. All right. So that is a magical weapon for a dual staff. Your trait to fill on your sheet is instinct.
Mm-hmm.
The range is far. It does 1 or d6 plus 3 magical damage. It has to be two-handed.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. And your armor is
The Gambeson
Gambeson, which is like the clothy type of armor. I think I went by it already.
So it's base thresholds are 5 and 11. Base score 3, feature flexible, +1 to evasion.
Yeah, so you'll have a starting evasion score as a witch. It should say underneath your evasion area on your character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it say? It should be 10, I think, for witches. Be at the top of the sheet, the left.
Top left. It says start at 10, yes.
Yeah, so
add 11?
Add 11 to that. And your major threshold is 5, but you add your level to that as 1, so it's 6. And your severe is 12, or 11, so add 1 to that is 12.
To the evasion?
No, to the thresholds of your armor.
Yeah, to the base thresholds.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so 6.
6 and 12.
And
12. And up on your little shield at the top left will be your armor score.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3, but you add your level to that is 4.
What does that mean? Is that what gets hit? Like if you take damage?
Yeah. So it's another resource that you get to use. So when you take damage, you can use an armor score to reduce the value of that by 1. So you can reduce a severe to major, a major to minor, and a minor to absolutely 0. And there's like a little like cross section of how many times. So you can use it 4 times before you have to repair your armor. And you can do that in a short rest. You can do it in a long rest. And you bring it all back up. Some classes like Guardian lets you use it multiple times in a single go. So you can only use that 1 time when you get hit, unless you have a power or an ability that lets you change it up. All right, so that's your dual stave and your armor. Granny Smith, what have you got for your citizens?
So, suggested primary weapon is a dagger, which I have called Slice.
Sweet. All great weapons have names.
D8 +1. What's PHY? Physical?
Physical damage, yes.
Physical damage.
So the difference between physical and magical, they've made it very broad. So if you get hit by a fireball, that's magical damage. If you fall in a campfire, that's physical damage.
Yeah, I got it. And then so we get to choose a feature?
The feature comes with it. So a dagger is finesse, melee. It does 1d8 +1 physical, one-handed. So it doesn't have any features, unfortunately.
It doesn't have any features.
Yeah.
Okay. And then secondary, it suggests a small dagger, which I have called Seed.
Okay, one second. I was just there at secondary weapons. There they are. Small dagger. All right. Finesse.
It's just a D8, but it has the feature of paired. So it's a +2 the primary weapon, +2 to the primary weapon damage to targets within melee range.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming if I use both, or if I have them both out, then I get to add a +2 to my my primary weapon.
It'll be +5 in total, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Why would it be?
Because I believe the dagger has +1, sorry.
Yeah, so it'd be +3 total. Yes. Okay.
Correct. And I'm sensing rogue, and it feels.
It feels very dagger.
Yeah, but I'm also it feels like leather armor. In theory, if you want, you can start with chain armor if you wish.
It's suggesting Gambison.
Oh, Gambison. Oh, okay.
Which is the same.
The same one. So it'd be.
What is Gambison?
It's like clothy, like silky ninja armor, essentially.
It's quiet. Because I also get a +1 to evasion. So that puts me at 13 because I start at 12.
Yes.
And then 4 for the armor.
Yes.
For the base score. Okay.
Correct. And for Miles, I forgot your character name, unfortunately.
Ronson.
For Ronson. I'm going to start saying, Ronson. Ronson, have you done your chores yet, Ronson? You don't need to worry about armor because you are bare-boned.
Yeah. So it means 3 plus my strength, which is 2. So that gets me 5. But my secondary weapon is a round shield, which gives me an additional 1. So my armor is 6.
Perfect. Let me get your secondary weapon up. Round shield. Mm-hmm. It does do a D4 physical damage. Mm-hmm. It uses strength. And yeah, the feature is protective. It gives you a +1 armor score. Nice. Shields they made shields really good. Oh my goodness.
Well, the fact that they can do damage and add to your armor.
Yeah, because the tower shield is +2 to your armor, but -1 to your evasion. They found a good balance, I feel, between do you want to be hit or do you want to get out of the way?
Yeah.
And what is your main weapon?
It says Hallowed Axe.
Hallowed Axe. That sounds magical. It is magical. So it is strength, melee range, D8 +1 magical damage, and is one-handed, no features to it. All right, so we have our gear. We'll talk about that off recording to do some world building later on. But we have stats, we have gear, we have questions, we have domains.
There's inventory.
Inventory. So on your suggested inventory, you'll see like potions and ropes and stuff like that. For consumables. So a health potion restores hit points and a stamina potion restores stress, which is super useful.
Oh yeah, because I get to choose one.
Mm-hmm.
Either a minor health potion or a minor stamina. I'll grab a stamina.
So when they say basic supplies, I assume that means like food?
Bedroll, all that.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Like a small knife.
I have a question. What are the little hands that are beside active weapons?
So the hands are just marking off if it's a one-handed thing or a two-handed thing. Yeah, just so you keep track. All right, so consumables for everybody. Let's start with Miles. What are your...
I can have a minor health potion or minor stamina potion. Never done stamina.
Yeah, so minor stamina potion, you clear 1d4 stress. Mackenzie.
I went with the healing potion.
Perfect. 1d4 hit points. And Granny, you went with?
I went with stamina.
Yes.
Stamina.
Are there any other things on your inventory list that needs?
I get to choose between a set of forgery tools or a grappling hook. And I do love the idea that I could have chosen Granny to be like a Batman Granny, just jumping from shadow to shadow and shooting a grappling hook into things. But I think for what I've created, we're going to go with forgery tools.
I just want to say you can use the forgery tools to steal a grappling hook.
Yes, exactly. But I do like the idea of like smoke bomb, grappling hook out of there. Granny out.
She's so good at hiding, she can yell smoke bomb, and then just
still disappear.
All right, Miles, what is on your...
The last one is a bundle of offerings or a sigil of your god. So I chose this.
Nice. What is the sigil of your god?
I am TBD.
Right, because you have to.
I got to name this creature.
And to close it out, Mackenzie, what is your final piece of inventory?
My final piece of inventory, I got to choose between a talking skull.
Oh.
And that just gave me flashbacks to the last one. Yeah. So my other option, and this...
I will say, the Tomb of Horror, or sorry, the Tomb of Annihilation, the Vault, or the Tomb of the Nine Gods was a multi-dimensional dungeon.
I decided to go for the other option, which is more thematic for my character anyway. It's a small little harmless animal companion.
Oh,
A hamster.
I love it.
So, in the swamp.
A swamp hamster.
I have an idea that I would perhaps have a little raven friend because
Oh.
he can fly and see things that I can't because I can't leave the forest. Or I
Exception.
wasn't able to leave the forest.
Yeah. And I do believe one of the domain cards down the road is Summon Familiar for yourself.
He's going to bring me shiny things.
All right. So we have created our characters. The world we are going to be living in is a world called Arteria. And it's going to be like a 4 colors comic book, Indiana Jones, high fantasy adventure through silliness, wackiness, and maybe a little bit of mystery that goes along the way. So thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Use my English words. Thank you very much, everyone. There we go. I speak good. I could be the president.
I mean,
I do good well.
Goodly at this.
it's very.
So thank you very much for making characters. We will see you in a week's time, roughly, on the release schedule, and we will start world building together. And I can't wait for everyone to meet these characters and to see the adventure that they go on. So thank you very much. We will see you next week. Let's get this adventure started.
Yeah.
Woo!